Spidery greetings to you all. I'm Eric D'Amato, the Arachnid Avenger.
And I am the weird, like, 8-legged freak, Geo. The creepy crawly.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers. Today we're watching a remake, but not really.
Yes, this movie shall give you mind spiders!
This is Earth versus the Spider from 2001.
I suggested this one, of course.
It is a 2001 movie.
It's a remake of a black and white original.
A black and white original.
1990.
But it's also a 1982
or something.
What, the original? What do you okay. 1958.
58? Wow, okay, that's way.
Dude, it's a black and white giant spider movie. Of course it's from the 50s.
Of course.
And obviously the spider was created by radiation.
Yes.
And represented communism.
Yeah.
Because that's every
that part.
That's every single monster horror movie from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, and also they run around in giant like rope webs, and it's great how they try to act that like the ropes are sticky.
But this is actually not a remake, apparently.
It kind of is.
It takes the same title, but goes in an entirely different direction.
Yeah.
These are as different as, say, I'm not saying like the same quality shift. I haven't seen Earth vs. the Spider, the original. Mm-hmm. But it's like going from the Thing from Another World from the 50s to John Carpenter's The Thing. It's that different, taking the same title but taking it in a different direction.
Or like, you can go like Them to like The Fly.
True, but that's an entirely different. Well, going from Them to The Fly is like it's like going from Dracula to Friday the 13th. Like, okay, cool.
Not really, no. It's like one is a giant like monster movie, and then the other one is like, okay, here's a monster that was created by scientists, and it's like Frankenstein, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, when a young security guard, Devin Gummerschnall, that's your name? Okay. Witnesses his partner get killed, he decides to inject himself with a serum, hoping
that's probably his actor's name? His actual name is Quentin in the movie?
The character's name is Quentin Kemmer.
Yeah.
Which is, interestingly, the name Kemmer is the surname of the main character from the original Earth vs. the Spider.
Yeah, that I knew.
No, of the actor from Earth vs. the Spider.
No, that I knew already, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling the audience. I'm not telling you.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I could have possibly not known, but anyway.
But mainly that was for the audience. He decides to inject himself with a serum, hoping to become his favorite comic book hero, because he's very, very stupid. When he goes to sleep at night, every time he gains a new ability or spider body part, which has him in pain. He begins to realize that he may not be becoming what he thinks he is.
Yeah, he's not exactly the hero here. He's living long enough to see himself become the villain. It's one of those stories, guys. At first, I didn't like this movie very much, but yeah, I guess anyway, we watch this.
Yeah, let's watch it now.
Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment, Lou Arkoff, Colleen Camp, and Stan Winston, Academy Award-winning special effects artist for Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, and Aliens, present Creature Features. For Quentin Kemmer, being normal gets him nowhere.
Hang on, I'll walk you down. She's out of my league.
You're a good security cop at an important research lab.
Oh, Larry must have something.
Yeah, it makes him invincible.
I wish I could do some of this stuff.
Spiders like their prey alive and kicking.
Being nice is no good.
You guys just back off.
Or what?
I'll call the cops.
You don't have to stick up for me.
And being good isn't good enough.
Let the real cops handle this, all right? My partner's in there. No.
What do you expect? Heroes for $5 an hour?
All he needed was a shot in the arm.
Something very cool is happening to me.
Did you see the front page today? That Midtown creep?
Looks like someone took care of the Midtown for you.
I think I have superhero powers.
You're scaring me now.
Hungry! Still hungry!
Now, a cop with a past.
You gotta be careful here. They're about to pull you off this case.
must uncover the secret behind a killer.
What exactly do you do here?
You ever see what a spider can do?
What the hell are you?
That's half man.
Any data yet on what would happen if you introduced this spider material into a human organism?
And all terror. Dan Aykroyd, Earth versus the Spider.
Okay, I don't know what Gio thinks of this one necessarily, but
no, I like it better now.
Well, because I was gonna say personally, I was afraid of this movie. At first, given like every other fucking movie you've suggested we watch.
This is beautiful in comparison.
Oh, this is compared to like Gallowalkers or freaking.
Oh yeah,
In the Spider's
Gallowalkers was the fucking silver bullet.
I'm sorry, I was expecting another In the Spider's Web.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, Big Ass Spider was cool.
Yeah, that it was.
Big Ass Spider was cool. Manhunter was actually really cool. Maneater.
Maneaters, yeah.
Maneater was cool. Altered States was amazing, but I was expecting more like a Gallowalkers or a Blood Monkey or a Rottweiler out of this.
In the Spider's Web also. Yeah, that movie was garbage, but yeah, this is a good film.
We start out with comic book panels of a Spider-Man ripoff called The Arachnid
Avenger! And it plays some sweet jazz.
Yes.
Super cool. It's a good intro. I like it.
I like jazz.
I like jazz and I like comic books. This is right up my alley. And also I love spiders. This is my shit right here.
Spiders are fucking sick. I love them.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we meet with our main character, Quentin. He is a security guard. He is getting ready for work. Also, he has a hobo outside of his window named Willie, and a dog named Thor.
Yep, Thor is a good boy.
He is a cutie. He's a good dog.
Fortunately, he is mighty.
Yes. And Hobo Willie is shisty, and he tries to get $1 from everyone.
He screams a lot.
Well, because he is drunk and he is poor, so.
Yeah.
His neighbor, Quentin's neighbor, is a female named Stephanie,
and she's
she is cute. She's cute as fuck.
And she's into him, but he doesn't know it because he's not smart.
Yeah.
Because
also she's a nurse.
And we're kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, she is a nurse, and he thinks he is just a fucking nerd.
Also, I would like to just take a moment to make a PSA here. Ladies, if you are interested in a guy and you're dropping hints and the guy's not picking up on it, it might not be because the guy isn't into you, though that is a possibility. It might also be because we are really, really fucking dense and sometimes need these things explained to us.
Possibly.
So,
but at the same time, there's only so much they can do, Merrick.
No reason not to just come right out and say it. We will not pick up on it. We are dumb in certain ways.
Yeah. Also, this one over here, she's just kind of like she comes off as like out of his league, but at the same time, she's very similar to like what he is, which is like she's a nerd under the surface. We're just spoiling that one. Like, she reads comic books and everything just like him. And it's like, yeah, they hit it off real well and everything, but I mean, he just, like, he kind of goes off, just like fucking going around like, I'm a freak, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
So Quentin goes, on his way to work, he stops at the comic book shop, Hero Worship, owned by Han.
Yeah. And Han is Harold from the Harold and Kumar films.
Yeah, John Cho.
Yeah.
And he puts a down payment on a not so great statue of the Arachnoid Avenger. Like, I gotta say, as someone who's knowledgeable of this stuff, it's okay. It's not a Jack Bowen. It's not worth $3,000.
No, it's not $3,000. It was $300. But
okay.
Yeah, he looks like it would be closer to like $90, maybe $100 at max.
I was thinking
it would
more like
not be $300.
I was thinking more like 70.
Yeah, 70, maybe $80. Like, I say $100 at max, though. Like, that's like with markup and taxes and everything. But anyhow, yeah, it's not a fucking great statue. Also, on the way to work, because he is walking Stephanie out, they run into two jackasses. Their real names, well, like what they're credited as, are Gutter Punk 1 and Gutter Punk 2, and what I called them was Slime and Bucket. And they perv on Nurse Stephanie. And they're like, yeah. They're like, ooh, I'm hurt, nurse. Kiss what's in my pants all better. Yeah. And like, yeah, fucking Quentin just doesn't even do anything
about it.
They
shit on Quentin for being a security guard.
Yeah.
Though I think he could very well bring up the very good point of, yeah, at least I have a job.
Yeah.
Or, hey, guess what? What? Pepper spray. Shh.
Yeah, just but they kind of make fun of him for having pepper spray and not a gun.
Just mace the kids.
Exactly.
Mace them, and then mace them over Sonic's arms being blue, and then leave saying, don't call anyone.
Yes! Yeah, for sure. Why is it called pepper spray if there's no pepper in it?
So he stops at the comic book shop, and he goes to work, and he's talking with his partner and his buddy.
Yeah. His partner, I forget his name, the partner guy. What was his name? Nick. Was it?
Nick, Nick Bezos. Mario Roccoso.
Yeah. So yeah, like, he goes in, he says hi to him, and then, like, they do, like, their rounds around the lab, because, yeah, he's a security guard at a lab.
By the way...
It's a biotech facility or something.
Willie is played by Michael Keenan.
Yeah. He's cool.
He's surprisingly cleans up really nice.
Yeah.
And he's been in most Star Treks. And Remington Steele.
Really? Remington Steele, huh?
Yeah, he played a SWAT captain.
Cool. Okay. But, yeah, so, like, they do their rounds and everything, and they go see one of the scientists whose name is Harry Larry.
Harry Larry.
Yeah, because he works with spiders. Get it?
And they're doing something with spiders to make spiders be more spidery.
No, it's more like a spider extract to make people more spidery. But they don't outright say it. They're still in the testing on, spiders and rats and things.
So someone
they haven't gotten a human trial yet.
Someone breaks in and kills a guy.
Yeah, like at first it's a hostage situation, and then fucking Nick gets killed because he was like drinking and then tries to be a hero.
Yep, and then Officer Williams comes in and his partner gets shot, so he tries to kill Quentin.
Yeah, he's like, I'll fucking kill you. You got my partner killed. And Quentin's like, you got my partner killed. And he's like, my partner was worth something. Yours wasn't worth shit.
And a photojournalist comes in and like takes pictures of Quentin laughing at him for no reason.
Yeah, he's like, it's the fucking Rent-A-Cop. You're not going to get heroes for $5 an hour or whatever. And then Detective Jack Grillo comes in, played by Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd with his Crystal Head vodka, triple distilled through crystals.
Yep. That's what Nick was getting drunk off of.
Look, he's on a mission from God.
He is. In this movie, he truly is.
He wants one piece of white bread toasted.
He wants his wife to come back to him and not leave him for another cop. Also, he wants to take down the Spider-Man.
But yeah, there's a Midtown murderer has been running around murdering people in Midtown.
And also raping women.
And Quentin sees this, like, vial of red science juice.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of decides to inject it into himself.
He's like, I don't have anything special. Like, he was trying to describe to Nick, it's like what the draw of, like, comic books was. It's like, oh yeah, you get a superhero and everything, and they have something special, and then they go out and they do these things, and you visualize yourself as that hero doing the special things with the special things, you know? And it's like, yeah, okay, I get it, kid, special things. And then, he sees this, really, like, needle.
It's also a really limiting and stereotypical opinion of comic book fans. I just think the art and the writing is cool.
Well, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, like, fucking Quentin's a dumbass.
Yeah.
So
he
it's like,
freaking dumbass.
He's stupid enough to fucking put his arm under the fucking vial of fucking spider goo and fucking get himself stabbed by it.
At least Spider-Man was injected by accident. He was bitten by accident.
Yeah, he didn't want it. He didn't go, hey, spider, come over here. Bam. Like, he didn't put the fucking spider on his neck and tell him to bite.
Like, this is almost as stupid as the OG Flash, who got his powers because he was smoking in a lab full of chemicals and then tripped into them.
Tripped, fell, landed on the Speed Force.
That's Jake Garrick, by the way, not Barry Allen. He got struck by lightning because I don't know.
What the fuck?
Then there's Doc Bruce Banner, pelted by gamma rays.
He didn't ask for that either, though.
Ain't he unglamorous?
He was just trying to help a guy who was gonna fucking die in the radioactive explosion.
Yeah, Rick Jones, who ended up becoming a gamma monster anyway, so it's fine, I suppose.
He could have died, though, in that explosion, is what I'm saying. Eh?
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we have the Hulk.
Yeah.
No,
and
there is no monster.
I guess too.
There is no monster clown who is as lovable. Abomination is unrelated. He's a Blonsky.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
It's just Rick Jones eventually does become A-Bomb, who is like blue.
A-Bomb. Yeah, that's the one. There you go.
There's too many Hulks.
I like the leader. Leader's an interesting take.
We need the leader in a movie played by Steve Buscemi.
For sure. We almost did have the leader in a movie, but that didn't happen anymore.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, like this is a shitty origin story about a superhero who's the shittiest superhero ever.
So he finds he goes out looking for Officer Williams because he has superpowers now, kind of.
But he also is hungry.
So he makes a lot of meat and eats it.
Yeah.
What pissed me is he gave Thor a few like tiny crumbs to smoke. Me like, come on, give the dog a good hunk of meat. He's a good boy. He deserves it.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes this fucking ice bath because like he's fucking boiling up when he gets home, and like the next morning, yeah, like Steph leaves without him, and then she ends up getting back from like a girls' night out, and she's alone, and there's fucking what happens. She ends up like getting inside the apartment, and the
Midtown murderer shows up.
No, that's a bit later. I'm not sure if it happens right away, but there's like oh yeah, she sees like the newspaper about the hostage situation and everything, and so like she goes to check on him and everything, and then like kind of nurses him back to health. And like yeah, the apartment's like fucking tossed out all over the place and everything. Fucking Thor's scared because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with his owner.
So, but the owner, he does go to the bar. People keep complimenting him on his tattoo now.
Yeah, when he feels better, yeah.
It's like, oh, it's such a cool tattoo. I'm looking at it like, really? It's like, it would have hurt like a bitch, yeah, but it's just
basically just
random
a bunch of
black lines.
Yeah, it's like, it's supposed to be kind of spiderwebby, but it just comes off as like fucking a glass shatter, you know?
It just looks like in Evil Dead when you see the effect of the hand getting possessed.
Yeah.
And like the black line. It just looks like that.
Kinda, yeah. It looks like he's becoming like a fucking what is it? Like a fucking wraith from like fucking Mortal Kombat or something.
Well, it looks it looks like he got drunk at a party and then like a high school party, And then some frickin' chuckle fuck doodled on his arm with a Sharpie.
Either that or like he fucking injected himself with a fucking black marker and it's just like slightly going into his veins and he's gonna get like fucking blood poisoning or some shit.
If anything, I was gonna say, if anything, it looks less like a tattoo and more like some really serious blood poison.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's working its way up,
man.
That's working its way up your arm, and when that hits your heart, you're dead.
Yeah. Also, Stephanie comments on it. She's like, "Yeah, that looks like a track mark." And he's like, "I swear it's not a track mark. I got injected at work by accident."
But it's like, I swear it's not a yeah, I've seen a needle track before. It's not a needle track. So, well, it literally is, actually.
Yeah, okay. That it is. But I mean, he's like, I got it by accident. It's like, she's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like, yeah, that's a fucking lie.
You weren't doing you weren't doing drugs, but it's still a needle track.
Exactly. But he says, like, it was by accident, so she believes him. Anyways, so yeah, like she nurtures him back to health and everything. He just fucking munches like crazy. He puts on like the fucking black suit like he's emo Peter Parker, and then he goes to the bar and he sees Grillo's wife hitting on this other cop guy,
Williams, who is his arch rival.
Yeah, exactly. He's the fucking he's the bad cop to Grillo's good cop. I think it's the guy that lost his partner. Yeah.
Yeah. We do need to point out that Grillo, Officer Dan Aykroyd, just dual wields guns.
He does.
Like, he has a double shoulder holster rig, and
he's a badass.
It's cool. He's a badass. He's cool.
He's if this were a Western movie, he would be the good. And Williams would be the bad, and then Quentin would be the ugly.
He would be the spider, the good, the bad, and the spider.
There you go. So yeah, like he sees like the whole dynamic over there and everything. Grillo's wife is kind of a whore.
Kind of.
She's a pretty big whore. She's a wino too.
So nothing actually happens in this scene except Dan Aykroyd comes in and then
drags her off by the arm.
Yep.
And then we get another scene of Steph in the hall. She gets attacked now.
And then Quentin comes in and throws him through a door.
Yeah, it's hard enough to snap his neck apparently.
Yes.
And then he kind of comes, he circles around, like he jumps through a window after this. Like Steph says like, oh yeah, she got like confuzzled and all like knocked out and everything. After the guy attacked her. And he like kind of circles around after Quentin comes around, circles back in. And he's like, oh yeah, I work here. No, I live here rather. And the cop's like, yeah, let me see some ID. And then he comments on the tattoo, blah, blah, blah. And then when he goes in, he like kind of comforts Steph. And then he goes into his room and he like has like this whole like fucking freak out. He's like, I'm a superhero. It's not exactly the levels of Nicolas Cage.
The thing about
going, I'm a vampire.
The thing about the scene,
but it's close.
Like he's like, hey, but I live here. It's like, oh, okay. He heads up. Like, go to your apartment. You just straight up walking into the crime scene should be suspicious, dude.
Well, like, he goes to check on Stephanie, because it's like, yeah, she was the victim of an attack. It kind of makes sense that he goes to see her and comforts her a little bit.
But it doesn't
Grillo's like,
It doesn't make sense that Grillo, he goes, but he asks no questions in that moment.
But still, like, the fact that Grillo's common sense is tingling is enough.
Now, I get not wanting to deeply question the woman. She's clearly had a shock. She's clearly experienced a trauma. She's in shock, and she's confused. But like, hey, buddy, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, he should have fucking at least done something about that. It's like, do you know anything about what happened here? But he would have been like, I don't know.
I've never thrown anyone through a door so hard their neck broke.
What do I look like, Spider-Man?
I'm not
Spider-Man. What do I look like, the Incredible Hulk?
I'm not Spider-Man.
What do I look like, Mr. Fantastic?
No, Mr. Fantastic.
That would have been a good line.
Mr. Fantastic would have accidentally would have, in trying to save this woman, accidentally created a zombie apocalypse.
Yes. It would have been pretty good, though, if they would have just name-dropped a random Marvel hero, like, what am I, Dr. Stephen Strange?
Oh, Doctor Strange. That's good. Let's take
it. Yeah, exactly.
Like, the problem with that is if they name-dropped any Marvel hero, it would be then why are you reading the Arachnid Avenger and not Spider-Man?
Yeah, exactly. And then the worlds collided, and then it would finally become the merge that Chris Chan's always wanted.
No. Do I look like I need your power?
Finally, the dimensional merge! So he goes to his apartment. He sets up the apartment like a fucking home base with like cameras and shit. And then he has the Daredevil problem where he keeps hearing shit like fucking everywhere.
But if he sleeps in a hammock, it's okay because you got the idea from a comic book.
Well, yeah, because the Arachnid Avenger sleeps in the webs.
So he tries to go crime fighting. He learns he can shoot webs out of his chest now. But first,
it's the worst fucking version of web shooting ever, bro. It looks so painful.
Well, but first they take their he and Steph are taking their comic books to there's some stuff to the basement.
Yeah.
And he finds out that she's into comic books.
Right.
And
she has comic books too. She's as nerdy as he is. They were meant for each other.
They go to the basement. They get harassed by the gutter punks again.
Yeah.
But he
also the OG Earth versus the Spider is at the comic worship.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hero worship shop. Yeah.
And he puts a down payment on the Spider thing.
But he maxed out his credit. And Harold is like, hey, you're out of money, guy. And he's like, I'm good for it. And he gets mad
because the Spider is taking control.
Yeah, exactly. He's seeing the world through the eye of the spider.
It's the eye of the spider.
That's an actual song, Merrick. You know that, right?
Eye of the Spider?
Okay, look it up on YouTube. It's a shitty cover of Eye of the Tiger done by a fucking 4-year-old, and it's done terribly. It's fucking cringe. He's looking it up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goddamn.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, no. So, he has the web come out his chest, and he's fucking hanging from the ceiling with it, and then he practices on his action figure and his dog. He webs up Thor, and then he runs the streets, and he stops a supposed mugging / raping, and it turns out to be the victim's boyfriend, and she's like, he was my boyfriend, and then he webs her up when she's trying to get away from him, calling him a psycho and everything, and then he drains a cop that comes in also.
It's because he notices, oh no, my hand is a claw.
Yeah, his hand becomes the claw! And, he drains the fucking cop and the girl, I think, too. No, the girl is just, traumatized from all this. I think he drains her boyfriend. Yeah, she drains her mug-raping boyfriend. The arm transformation was pretty cool, though. I have to admit, the transformation sequences in this are pretty good. Are you still looking at Eye of the Spider shit?
Yes.
God damn it, Merrick. We're in the middle of a review here, fucker. Anyhow,
you got to at least, even though the utter lack of musical talent, you need to admire the kid's sheer confidence. Right?
You may call it confidence, I call it hubris. Or naivety.
Either way.
Yeah, either way, man.
So
he just goes for it. At the very least, yeah, I'll give him that. He just fucking goes for it.
He also sprouts like spider fangs.
Are you talking about the movie or
movie,
or Eye of the Spider? Okay. Yeah, he does. But like he kind of gets like his arm and the spider mandible things retracted after he feeds. The more he feeds, basically, the more he gets to turn back to normal.
But the more he also becomes not normal.
Yeah, also, yeah, he's like sucking people dry and everything, but he has to like do it consistently in order to stay looking normal. Also, yeah, when he gets the mandibles and everything, like Stephanie goes to go to see him, and he asks her like, "Would you have gone out with me if like I asked you?" And she's like, "Of course I would, but you're too stupid to fucking do it, Baka."
And
fucking
like,
dumbass.
Oh no, my life is bad.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh no, I'm too much spider. I cannot be man." So, like, yeah, he just fucking... Then the next morning comes around, he's just fucking... He's normal, but he's screaming about being hungry again.
Hungry!
My dogs are hungry!
So he gives Thor to
Steph to take care of. Yeah. Because, yeah, he's looking at the dog like it's a fucking... Like it's like a 12-ounce steak.
It's like in a cartoon where Daffy Duck looks at Mickey Mouse and sees
yeah,
chicken.
It really is.
Rather.
It fucking is. Yeah, then what happens? Slime and Bucket they get fucking killed.
Trixie is missing Officer Williams. It's like, I don't know where he is. I want him here. I don't care if the murderer kills the whole city. What did you do to Williams?
Yeah, and Grillo's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I have no idea, but I'm gonna find out. Also, you're a whore.
She also gets captured by Spider.
Yeah. Because she's following Jack, and Jack is on the trail of Williams, and he finds him in the basement, webbed up, of the building.
The spider's web.
Yeah, exactly. In the spider's web, which is the basement. And Slime and Bucket are down there, along with a couple of other people that got webbed up. And Williams is actually kind of a good guy here. He's like, save them. And then like Jack is like, I'll get you out of here, and he like cuts his arm loose and everything. And then like he hears Trixie screaming outside, and it's like, oh, Trixie, I'm coming, baby. And then like Williams manages to get a hold of his gun. And just like you think he's gonna shoot Jack at first, but then he pops himself in the head.
Yeah, that's
like it makes sense.
Yeah, not really, because it's just he's just gonna eat him. It's not like an Alien situation where he's laying eggs in them.
Yeah, but I mean, he's in some shit. Like even if he gets out of that, like he's fucking traumatized for life, dude. He's no use to the fucking Force after that, man. Like he's fucked up for sure. But yeah, like Jack goes and saves his wife. And yeah, like Quentin like jumps away and everything. He's becoming like full on like savage Spider-Man at this point.
Yeah, he's
just fucking attacking innocent people.
And you do see his full up spider form.
Yeah,
and before he grows the extra legs, he does look like, if you've ever played the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Yeah, the half Spider-Man.
Yeah, like the mutant Spider-Man costume they have, the Man Spider costume they have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He looks a lot like that. It's really cool.
For sure, it's awesome.
Also,
really
surprisingly, the Amazing Spider-Man game. Not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good game, honestly. Like, and they have like one of the best costumes in there, which is Ricochet.
I wonder how the sequel dropped the ball so hard.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't great.
I'd go so far as to say it was awful. Especially that system where if you're not constantly doing the stupid side quest mini games, you will eventually get shot by police.
Yeah, it's not the worst Spider-Man game though.
No, I'd probably give that to Shattered Dimensions.
No, you're right. No, Shattered Dimensions for the PS2 was the worst one.
I was going to say Web of Shadows. might be the worst.
Yeah, no, there you go. Web of Shadows for the PS2.
Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro.
Yeah, maybe. A possibility.
Spider-Man 2 on the PS2.
Nah, that I like. You might not
like
it, but people love it, so
I blame it for the existence of microtransactions and the modern day grindiness of video games.
You'd say so, but I don't know.
So he's
lots of other things are contributed to that, but anyhow.
So he's a spider now.
He's a man now. He's a spider now.
He's the man spider.
He is man spider. So yeah, he goes and attacks. Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before this, Jack goes to the biochem place and he gets like the answers of like, oh yeah, this is a super soldier program kind of thing that we had with the government. He at some point he just goes like, somebody stop me, which is like a full on like the Mask line.
Somebody stop me.
But he says it in like a painful way, like I want to die kind of way. So he attacks Stephanie, and then Jack Grillo's trying to save her, and they go into like a big fucking like 420 fucking crack cocaine fucking hobo house. And then he like webs Stephanie up into a big fucking bait web, and Jack goes to try to save her, and she says like, no, don't save me, stop, he's here. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I have to save you. So like he pulls out his gun and he tries to shoot Quentin, and Quentin's like, you should shoot me. And it's like, no, don't shoot him. And then like he jumps towards Stephanie to try to eat her, and then as he's jumping away, like Grillo fucking kills him dead. And then Stephanie says like, thank you for saving me, because she was saved by him before.
Yeah.
And after that, we get one little cutaway scene, which is of Han basically in his apartment with the man spider statue of Quentin, and it's like, oh, that's a limited edition man spider Quentin, like that's not for sale. He was Quentin a friend Arachnid. Of mine. Quentin Arachnid. Yeah, the Quentin Arachnid. And he was my friend.
That thing was originally because they wanted to do a whole bunch of Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, remake reimaginings of those old-timey classic horror B movies.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
And they were actually going to make a line of these, of one for each of them, and this was actually meant to be sold.
Yeah, that would have been amazing, actually. I would have liked that. Yeah, I would have liked that, actually. I wonder if, like, that actual statue is, like, still around. Like, if you can even buy them anymore. They're probably fucking crazy expensive, but I mean,
I don't think they actually released them. They're just going to.
Hey, one got made at the very least, and the fact that one is around might mean that there's a couple of other ones around, and if there's a couple other ones around, then yeah, it might mean that you can possibly get them. But like I said, they're gonna probably be fucking expensive. So anyways, what do you give this?
I'm gonna give it spiders.
You give it spiders? That's all?
Yes, just spiders.
Why not a legion of spiders?
Oh, by the way, it's currently out of stock.
It is? No shit.
Of course.
So,
but by the way, the spider Quentin, the creature, is so freaking cool design-wise.
No, it's really, really well done. Like, it's amazing. Like, he's got the eyes, everything. Like, he sprouts the arms when he goes and attacks Steph. It's really, really nice.
Just slap a torn Spider-Man costume on him, and it's exactly what I'd want out of a man spider.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But I mean, if you want that, then just like I said, read Savage Spider-Man. It's basically the same thing. Like it's the new line that's coming out right now. They have a whole the whole series now, Savage Spider-Man. It's cool. Check that shit out if you're a Spider-Man fan. But I give this 8 nice big hairy legs on the man spider. This was pretty good. I like it a lot more than I used to. Because when I first watched it, I just thought it was like a fucking schlocky monster movie, and it was kind of garbage. And it also kind of had some terrible acting, but now that I rewatch it, I like it a lot more.
Oh, it was actually put out in the Movie Masters line by, I think McFarlane?
Really? McFarlane made these?
It wouldn't surprise me. It has the look. No, it's in the Creature feature line.
Okay. That's interesting.
They have shown up at like comic book stores for a hefty price. Unless it actually says $191, which I don't believe you.
I don't know, man. These things would go for fucking an arm and a leg. I can totally see that as being a thing.
The Future Mutant.
Future Mutant?
Yeah, Teenage Caveman, I think they did too.
Interesting. But, yeah, anyways, this was a pretty good movie. I liked it. And I'm glad you liked it too.
I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Next week, we're actually dealing with outer space again.
The space.
Like the Space Ghost.
Space.
Coast to coast.
Future.
But yeah, next week, we're doing an Aliens movie. Not a movie from the franchise Aliens, but a movie about aliens.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Martians.
Maybe not Martians. See you guys next week.
Okay, bye-bye, you eight-legged weirdos.
When we destroy all humans.
Yeah, don't go sucking out fucking human juices.
And don't go
unless you like that kind of thing.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go injecting yourself with spider juice.
Don't watch the Eye of the Spider music video, even though I'm going to go finish it now.
No, go do that. Go ahead.
See you guys next week.
Bye, fuckers.
Ciao.